Right, good afternoon, boys and girls. We are on lesson 70, um, equivalent numbers, equivalent decimal numbers. And on this lesson, we're going to be able to write equivalent decimal numbers. We're also going to recognize, excuse me, decimal numbers when comparing and ordering decimal numbers, and write dollar amounts in cent form and in dollar form. All right, our joke of the day, excuse me, what tree wishes it were real, and it's a geometry. That's from Jace. All right, here's our example. We're gonna write decimals that are equivalent but have different places. Okay, and so in example number one, what we need to do is we're gonna write 12.6 with 3 decimal spots. All right, now how we can do this is we could just add on zeros to the end. All right, if we add on zeros, you're really not adding anything on there. You're just showing that it goes to the thousandth spot. All right, but it's still actually the same number, right? If you add nothing to something, you still get nothing. You still get the same thing. So the number 12.6 is written with 1 decimal place, right? And we want 3 decimal places, so we're gonna move it down 1, 2, 3. And so what we get is 12.600, or 12 and 600 thousandths, and that has 3 decimal places. An example number 2, we're going to compare these two numbers, 12.6 and 12.600. And remember, we haven't done anything to this. It's still actually the same number, 12.6. If you look at the place value, it's still in the same place. If we had zeros here, it'd be the same exact number. And it actually is the same exact number. So what we do, it'd be equal. There's not less than or greater than, it's equal to. So when we compare decimals, we must pay close attention to the place value. We use the decimal point to locate places, and we see that the whole number parts of these two numbers are the same. Okay, so the whole number is the same. All right, that's a huge indicator. And then on the right of the decimal, we're looking at the tenths place. Okay, they're the same. And then since there is nothing here, 0 is also nothing. So on this side of the decimal point, 0 doesn't cause anything. So what we find is that it's equal. Okay. In example number 3, we're going to use digits and symbols to write 5 cents in both cent form and in dollar form. All right, in the cent form, it's 5 cents with this little cent sign. And then the dollar form, what we have here is 0.05. Okay. Remember, on the dollar form, we use the decimal point. In the cent form, we do not use the decimal point. Okay. Now, this sign is written incorrectly. Show 2 ways to correct the money amount shown on the sign. Okay, so we have 0.25 cents here. All right, so what you need to do is you take this and correct it, which would be 25 cents, which is a cent form, and then 0.25, which is the dollar form. Okay. In example number 5, Ruben bought a package of paper for $1.56 and a folder for 75 cents. How much did he spend? So what you're going to do is you're going to change 75 cents into dollar form, which is 0.75. Then you line up the decimals like they did here, and then you add. Okay, and what you get is $2.31. Here's your lesson practice. There's a couple things that you have to do. So on this first part, you have to write the numbers with 3 decimal spaces. On this one, what you're going to do, you just count the decimal spaces over, 1, 2, 3. And since these zeros don't really add anything to our number, we're going to take those off. Okay, and so this one, you need to add a couple zeros, and this one too. And then compare, use the greater than or less than symbols for D through G, or equal to, okay? And then write money amount in cent form and in dollar form for H through K. So use the cent sign and the dollar sign. And then L through O, you need to answer these in the form of dollars or cents. So you're going to have to change these, like this one, you're going to have to change to cents. How many cents is that? Um, Same thing here. How many cents is $1? Okay. And then these, what's your decimal in the dollar form? So you have to change these 36 cents and 24 cents into dollar form, and same with this 5 cents. So it looks something like this, 0 point something. All right. And then you're going to write the product of these numbers in dollar form. Remember, cents is 2 decimal spots. That'll help you, okay, when you guys make it into dollar form. All right, if you have any questions, feel free to write those questions on the back, and we will answer them in the morning. Have a great afternoon, and I'll see you tomorrow.